What's up, guys, and welcome back to a solo episode of Positive Vibes. I'm your host, not Slim One, and as I said 2 seconds ago, I am joined with no one today. I didn't even cut to the camera because I didn't turn it on. It's Wednesday night at about 10 after 6. This video is going to drop on Wednesday night at around 10 p.m. And I just had been putting it off trying to get it filmed because schedules weren't lining up. The Iceman was really busy and he couldn't make it out and whatever. So I put it off trying to wait for him, but didn't work out that way. So here I am alone with you guys on a Wednesday night. What's up? It's been a while since I did a show by myself. I still kind of sometimes feel a little bit weird talking by myself. You know what I mean? Like, to the cameras and sitting alone, doing it alone. I got a joint this week. Been fucking taking those shitty-ass perks. They suck. I've been down and out about it. I hate it, you know? Let me be a little more professional. Take my sunglasses off today. And, yeah, man, I've just been like, my pain is managed, but the side effects are unrelenting and not preferable. I hate it. So, but didn't take any today. I came home and I went to sleep and then I woke up and so my body feels kind of clean. So I'm gonna, hey. I'm gonna try to keep the video a little bit short today. I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to me just fucking go off about nothing, but going off about nothing does lead into, if you guys watched the vlog this week, then you'll know that I was super fucking angry when my neighbor came over to my house and was knocking on the door while we were filming. And I got like pretty fucking irate when that happened. He knocked on the door and then I was like in the middle of shooting. Why would you do that? So I broke the fourth wall or whatever, and I just yelled at the door. I'm like, you gotta wait, if that's what, you know. And then he's like, can you move your stupid car, or you gotta move your stupid car. And so I went over to his house right at, like, we finished the challenge quickly, and then I went over to his house and I knocked on the door and he wasn't answering the door. He didn't want to talk to me. So I knocked a second time and same result. So I'm walking away from his house and I noticed that he's standing in his kitchen fucking, washing dishes. Like, we live in the trailer park. You guys that watch the videos know it's a tight fucking, neighborhood. We're in a fucking parking lot, basically. Fuck, this weed doesn't want to stay lit. And so anyway, I'm standing in the parking lot looking in the front of his house, watching him wash dishes in his kitchen window. Blatantly ignoring me, which just fired me up to 100 like so fast. I started yelling at the neighbors that were actually the problem. They were the neighbors that had the car in the way of the whatever. You get it? So anyway, so a couple days goes by. We're Wednesday night now. I think I went over there on Monday night or maybe Tuesday night. I went over there. I was going to film it. I was going to be a big prick about it and shove a camera in his face. But I decided, that's rude, man. You don't need to do that shit. So I went over there. I was even going to take my phone and record the conversation. But I don't know. I just kind of like got real Canadian about it and a little bit shifty. I was like, just go handle it. Don't worry about recording it. So that's what happened. I went over there, and I knocked on his door. It was maybe like 9 o'clock at night, 9:15 on a Monday or a Tuesday night, and he opens the door. Oops, shit. I dropped a joint. First time that's ever happened on the show. Anyway, I went over there, and I knocked, and he opened the door, and you could tell by his face, like immediately, that he was like, oh, fuck, I gotta deal with this now. My neighbor is a very nice Christian man. I think he goes to church all the time, and I don't know if that has relevance, I suppose, about his character being nice. So he's just like, ugh. It's just, he didn't look impressed that I was there. But I just was like, listen, man, we got to talk about what happened the other day. I was going to go in there fucking guns blazing, shoot first, ask questions later. Don't fucking knock on my door. Don't this, and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't do any of that. I went over there. I remained very respectful, very calm. I made my point very clear to him that we were filming and that he ruined it by knocking on the door, And he's like, well, it's not uncommon that you park your vehicle in front of your camper all the time, blah, blah, blah. And then I had to, justify my behavior to him and explain to him. I'm like, look, if you ever come to my house, here's what the most important part is to me. This is the one thing that I never took into consideration when he knocked on the door and then he yelled. You guys will see on this week's Why Would You Do That? I'm not cutting it out of the show. But, you'll see he knocks on the door and then he yells through the door. And then he told me when I was talking to him that, well, I yelled through the door. You yelled back through the door. I didn't really hear anything. Or I yelled first. Excuse me. I want to get the story very clear and straight. I yelled first. He knocked. I yelled. And then he knocked and yelled through the door. And it was a little bit muffled to hear what he was saying, but I still made it out. So he said that he didn't understand what I was saying. You know what I mean? And I never once took into consideration that he couldn't clearly hear me through the door. But that's neither here nor there. He shouldn't have... I don't know. If he couldn't understand what I was saying, then I can understand why he would knock a second time and even yell through the door. My anger about the situation has diffused because I got to talk to him about it. But it was, still kind of fucking bullshit that he ruined the movie. And so a guy on Facebook, Brian, he sent me a link to a thing to print off. It's just a sheet of paper that just basically, it's just a couple of sentences that says, filming, if you this is a notice basically that says if you are sticking around here, you could be filmed for promotional purposes. I don't know exactly verbatim what the PDF said. I only read it once. But it was a good little fucking, 8x11 sheet of paper with a good couple of sentences on it, covering all bases. I gotta go to the dollar store and buy a red light bulb for my porch light so that I can turn that on and it's act as a do not disturb light. I've never had to worry about that before. And now, I'm not worried about it now, but it's something that I should probably take care of to prevent future incidents like this. And, I told him also, I was like, you've been a really good neighbor. I know that I'm not always the best neighbor. I don't keep my yard kept up the way that other people might enjoy me to, and that I have some other, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But there's the skirting is off. What is it called when things are for looks? I can't fucking think of the word right now. I'm a little bit stoned, but anyway, that's it. I got shit fucked on the side of my house. I don't cut my grass. I told him I can be loud. I know that I can be a bad neighbor. But we've never, ever had an issue. We've never had a problem. And I don't want this to be the catalyst for any future problems. And he shook my hand a couple times and seemed to get his point across that it's frustrating that he shouldn't have his parking space blocked. And I said, yeah, that's right. But also, whether I park in that spot a lot or not, you shouldn't come to my house assuming that it's me when it totally fucking wasn't. Anyway, I'm going to move on from it now. But, so yeah, I made my resolution with him, and it was good. Excuse me. So, the channel, give you a channel update. I got a comment the other day that I was at 299 subscribers, and by the time that I would read this, I would hopefully be at 300. Well, I checked and I was at 297 subscribers. And you know what? Talking about those analytics real quick immediately transitions me into this. I was talking to Vloggin' Life, Adam, AJ Rue from Vloggin' Life. If you don't know him, I'm sure most of you guys do. If you don't, check him out. His link is in the fucking description below. It's been there as an upload default pretty much since the beginning of the channel. But anyway, I'm talking to fucking AJ Rue, and he's telling me that, well, I sent him a message on Facebook. I'm like, hey man, I'm not getting YouTube comments and subscription notices in my Google Plus notification area, which I thought that little bell icon was a YouTube thing, not a Google Plus thing. So now currently all of my comments and subscription information is not being forwarded to me in an email, and I asked Jay Rue why, and he told me that it was because Google announced that they decided to take take YouTube in a direction where, or they're doing something, I guess, with the whole framework of it that is disassociating Google Plus accounts with other Google services like YouTube, where, like, I guess, like, as early as last week, you needed a Google Plus account associated with your YouTube account in order to like videos and comment, you know, subscribe to things. And that's what I did. I had to do that. And then all the every time you guys leave a comment or every time somebody one-ups my thing, my comments, I get a notification, and now I'm not. And that's what's up. J. Rue said it's because the fucking YouTube, Google disassociated G Plus with YouTube, so that's fucked. Now I have to it's a couple of extra clicks to get to see the comments and everything, but I'm not getting the email notifications, and I like that shit. I like to get the notification right away so that I can jump in and reply to that shit. So I hope that gets a resolution to it. If anybody knows how I might be able to reassociate my Google Plus account with YouTube, I get it. Like, I'm not a real big fan of Google Plus, but I am a big fan of getting those notifications in that bell icon wherever I'm logged in on Chrome or fucking YouTube or Gmail or whatever else. I like that, and I don't got it, and I want it back. Yeah, man, that's fucked. But also, I guess, talking about it, it's cool that Google isn't obligating people to opt in to Google Plus to participate in other services. I still would like to reassociate my G Plus with my fucking YouTube, though. Oh, look at the stuff on the table today. I got a Domino's box. Why? Because I don't know if you can get this in America or not, but I just learned that at the Domino's here in Essex, I'm sure it's nationwide, you can get an Alfredo pizza, and it's like 3 different kinds of cheese, bacon, chicken, and mushrooms with like this fucking white Alfredo sauce. Oh, man. I love crispy crust pizza with not red sauce. I'm not a big fan of red sauce pasta or pizza. Like, I'll eat a fucking pizza, you know what I'm saying? I'll eat a whole pizza. I ain't trying to fuck around when it comes to a pizza. But that thin crust Alfredo sauce, what? I just had it for the first time. It was $12. It was delicious, man. I paced myself on it because I wanted to make it last, man. It was real good. Excuse me. I don't like dead spots. I keep hitting the desk. I'm sure it's all fucked sounding. I don't know. What else should I say? Let me take a moment to reflect. The truck. I'm getting the truck back. It's Wednesday now, so hopefully I'm going to get it by Friday. The guy said he would call me when he was done. They told me about a 10-day turnaround, and that's 5 fucking business days a week. It's been 2 weeks. Plus, I brought it in on the fucking Friday, so it's been like fucking, you know, almost fucking 17 days I haven't had the truck. I don't like that Jeep Patriot very much. Although it does get really, really, really good gas mileage, which is pretty fucking slick. $10 is a quarter tank? Get the fuck out of here, man. Are you kidding me? I drove it back and forth to work for 11 days before it hit empty. That was awesome. Hopefully I'll be more cautious of backing it. Dude, I've been the Jeep Patriot doesn't have the reverse assist system. And that means that I've had to fucking practice looking when backing up. Which sounds kind of like irresponsible. I mean, I guess I've smashed my truck up into $4,000 worth of damage. But, you know, even though I got into an accident, I thought that I was cautious. I thought that I'd like to believe that I was cautious driving. But now I'm always constantly checking the mirrors and shit, backing up in the Patriot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the park assist off and just practice fucking backing up without the assistance of a machine or a computer helping me. And that will level up my fucking skills in reversing. Because, man, dude, I know it's positive vibes. I don't want to vibe on money at all right now, but I'm just saying it in this moment. My insurance is probably going to fucking double, man. And now I'll move on. Talking about insurance, it goes down 10% when I get my full G license. I think I've said that a few times on the show. But, so, my decision now is when I get the truck back, like, I'm just going to spend, like, a week just getting used to driving the truck again. I'm sure it's only going to take a couple days to get back into the swing of things, but I'm going to try practicing a little bit, reversing without the park assist on, and then I'm going to schedule, like, a week of that, and then I'm going to schedule my my G license. I gotta go and get that. I gotta get 10% off my fucking shit. I gotta start developing my person in society into a more licensed driver. Whatever. I'm getting a little bit stoned right now, you guys. The durian video is close to... I'd say at this moment, it's about 2,600 views. It just blew up, man. Excuse me. That fucking durian video blew the fuck up. On July 22nd, it got like 75 views in a day, and then it just it's been tapering off since then, but like for the next week or so, it was averaging like anywhere from 24 to 38 views a day. It was fucking like really ridiculous. I heard that back in the day, YouTube did provide the analytics where you could see where your video was being embedded, but now you can't do that, and that's kind of stupid, I guess. I learned very slowly about YouTube. Like, the monetization on YouTube is not very... It's not like... I'm not making any money on the show. And so, like, I don't pay too close attention to much of the financial analytics. Or really any... I don't pay attention to too many of my analytics. I do like to watch the ticker, though. Usually when I release the video, I'll open my real-time analytics and I'll watch that because I like to watch it, you know, go up. That's pretty fucking cool to me. I forget what I was saying about monetization of videos and shit, but that's okay. I guess I was just saying that I don't pay close attention to the analytics. I've almost done this. It's been 20 minutes. I have to edit this video and upload it before I go to work, so I have to be mindful of the time. I'm going to have to cut it short in just about a second here. Alright, so... Can't wait to get the truck back. YouTube analytics. Oh, you know what? I do remember what I was going to say, and I will carry on with it for just a moment before we end the show. It's just repeating myself. I really do wish that the ability to see where your video is embedded was an analytic that is accessible to me, because that would be fucking awesome. I want to see why I want to see where or what happened that my video blew up in Malaysia. Like, I did throw up on Andy, and it's a weird culture that we live in, that we do that type of stuff, and that it makes it, like, I think that's, like, part of it. But also, if it's in Malaysia, I think, isn't that where, like, natively the fruit is? So maybe a lot more people tolerate the flavors of that fruit in that area, in that part of the world. So maybe they're just laughing at the dumb white Canadian throwing up on the fucking stupid American. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that. I don't know. But my original point stands true. I wish that I could see why that happened. I'd like to really... Curiosity. Anyway, it's been about 20 minutes. I gotta go. I gotta make this video and go to work and shit. Oh, I'm just finishing up fucking another 6-day thing. I get this Friday off. And then I think I still have to work another weekend of afternoons. And then another... fucking 40-hour week, and then I reset my schedule. I start my 3-day weekends again. So that is it. I'm gonna fucking call it quits. Thanks for watching this episode of Positive Vibes. And I hardly ever never have the Iceman here, so he'll definitely be here next week. This work thing, making up these afternoon shifts, has been dicked, so it's just a matter of pushing through this work schedule and then getting my weekends back and getting everything back on track. So that happens in September. Anyway, dogs freaking me out. I gotta go. Thanks for watching this episode of Positive Vibes. Stay tuned for an all-new episode of the show around 10 p.m. next Wednesday. And that's it. I'm your host, Not Slim One. I'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.